200, 300, 400. Now first this 10 will be running.
Yes.
So smallest will run first and the largest will run later. So this is one order thing. And we have shown dictionary override also. And so one quick thing that I want you guys to do is, uh, so this category and subcategory and all these things. So the requirement is to, in this category option, we are able to select these options, right? Category field, we are able to select inquiry, help, software, hardware, and everything. The question is, how do you make this inquiry slash help option, which we're selecting from the drop down? Please disable this option so that I no longer will be able to select this option on incident form. Any quick answers on this? How would it go? And disable some options and add some more options. So the next question will be adding a category, a different category, let's say, uh, adding a new category out of this five, into this category field. Give me one option. Disable this inquiry help, add one category option. How can you do that? So to do that, you'll have to go right click and configure the dictionary. And when you configure the dictionary of this particular field, you see this field is on incident table. The label of this field is category, name is category, and there are five choices: the inquiry and help and everything. And it is saying inactive as false. What you can do is make it inactive as true, because we don't want this. Now, what will happen is, whenever a person try to select that particular category option, he will not be able to select it because we have made it inactive. So this is a new incident form. Okay, it is coming there. Probably something. Okay, yeah. So in the default value, it was mentioned as inquiry and help. So try to remove this and give it a different default value. Let's say give it a default value of network, or don't even give it any default value. So now whenever you will reload this form, you will see that inquiry slash help was actually made disabled. Come on. Is it not saved? Let me open on the list. Okay, yeah. So you can see we don't see inquiry slash help anymore, and network is set as default option. So what we have done is we just went to that field choices and we have inactivated this particular option. Now the question is to adding a few more options in category field. Let's say I want to add one option which is saying office infra. So one more option should be added which says office infra to be added, giving it a value. So this is only the label which you people will be able to see, and this thing will be the actual value which ServiceNow will read. And I will give it a sequence of 6. Sequence in that particular sequence, that list will be displayed. If you try to reload now, you will see that you're able to see office infra as an option, and other inquiry slash help is now disabled. So we have added one option in this particular field. In the drop down value, we've added one option which is office infra. Now the subcategory should be actually dependent on, let's add a few subcategories also. Mm, in this subcategory field. So guys, I want you to add 5 subcategories, five choices in the subcategory field. um, how would you actually do? Can anyone guide me to there?
Same config
Right
dictionary.
click and configure the dictionary. So I'm now trying to configure dictionary of this field subcategory. Yes, I saw that it is on incident table only, and the field is subcategory only. And where now I should go?
Choices.
choices. Okay, so yes, we have 19 choices for this. We want to add few more. Let's try to add few more. Let's say I want to add one choice, which is meeting room, and give it a name of meeting underscore room. And you can also add the choice with this new button, but we're just directly adding it from the list view. So adding a choice from the new button, you can say it is getting added on incident table. The element is actually subcategory, and you can now add the second choice, which is security gate, and the value will be, you can try to give any of the value which the system can actually read.
And you need to
Secure,
add the dependent value also.
yes, exactly. You will have to add the dependent value. What is a dependent value is, so we've added two options, two choices in this subcategory field. Incident, opening one incident. Let's try to create a new one. And you see, we have this office infra, and we don't see these values in subcategory, but we added two values, right? Meeting room and the other one, security gate, but we don't see it over here. Why? Because the dependent value was actually not filled for this guy. So one was, it's filter by updated. These are the two. So every other option have a dependent value, but our newly created option doesn't have a dependent value. So what should be the dependent value for this guy? Let's say it should be office infra. So I try to give office infra in the dependent value. It should be office underscore infra, because this is an actual name. Don't go with the label. And this should also be office underscore infra. Correct. Okay. So we have saved it. Now, whenever we try to reload, we will see that these two options are coming whenever we select office infra, only these two options are coming. So that's how you can add some of the choices in choice fields. So
Gaurav, I have one doubt here. We are having that reference variable, right? That for
uh,
assignment, we are having the reference.
yes,
So, for reference means generally we'll get from the user list or any table will get that items. So
correct.
those items will not see in the choice list.
These items will
Uh,
not come up in a choice list, you mean to say?
yeah, yeah.
They can definitely, but we'll have to actually, configure this a little bit. Let's say, let me try to add one field, configure. Let's say I'm trying to configure the table. I will try to add one field, which will be a reference field. Uh, Type will be reference, and the column name will be something like this. And referencing what's this user table, and save it. The options from the drop down, I don't believe you can, but yeah, we have some of the choices from user table. You can add some choices. Let's say I have created this reference field and I try to create some choice. So what will happen? This reference field will not work like a reference field. It will now work as a drop down list for you with these two options. Let's just try to see what is actually happening. User two and user two. So now if you open incident form, try to create a new one. Yeah, my reference is there. You try to look up. No, it is only referencing this user table. It will not cater your choices. So to make them available in the drop down, you cannot do it for the reference field. There are other fields you can actually try to select, but reference field will actually take the reference from this particular table only.
Yeah, but my question is here is like just go up, uh, go to that any incident.
Okay.
So here assignment group is depends on assigned to, right?
No, assigned to is actually dependent on assignment group.
Yeah, okay. But we are not there is no choices and we are not giving any dependent values also over there. But if we want to like customize that one, or if I want to add some more means, we cannot do that.
Can you repeat the question again? I didn't got it properly.
Just go to assignment group dictionary,
Uh-huh.
not assign. Yeah, assign to or assignment anything is fine.
So this is assignment group dictionary coming from task table. This is a reference field.
Here, go to advanced view and dependent value, dependent field. So,
For assigned to, let me go for assigned to. Wait. Yeah, assigned to will take a dependent value from assignment group.
yeah.
So if you now try to configure assigned to with advanced values or advanced options, you can see there is a dependent value which says assignment group.
But if I want, there is no choices here.
Yeah, there are no
So
choices
if
here.
I want to customize anything, if I want to add different value, can't we do that?
What kind of different value do you want? Okay, so this particular thing, let me show you. Wait, where is the incident form? How it is happening is, see, there are multiple things written over here. So this assigned to field is actually taking the value of the reference qualifier from assignment group.
Design
Whenever you select something in assignment group, let's say you select hardware. So it will
basing on
take
this
this
value,
value
we'll
of
get here.
hardware. Yeah, this
We
it will
give
take this value of hardware, apply the filter of assigned to. This is category. This is assigned to. Into the reference specification, there is a filter using a simple filter, roles as ITIL, and some other filters you can apply and take the dependent value from this guy. So let me show you. One thing is dependent value. There was one option also which was saying no dependent assigned to advanced. What change do you want to make over here?
just
I'm
I wanted to know, like, if any reference tables are there, like if you are getting the values from the reference table,
mhm.
how can we make that particular? Is these
Yeah,
are assignment group assigned to are fine. Those are already defined. But
correct,
if
correct.
get any new field here
Mhm.
using any reference table, if I want to make that table as a dependent to the other table, how can we do that?
So let's say you have selected one option in category which says hardware,
Yeah.
right? So, and in this reference field, you only want to see those users which are coming from hardware group. So how we can actually do is using the reference qualifier. Instead of using this assigned to assignment group or anything, I say if someone selects category as hardware, then
Mm.
in this reference field, only show me those users that are associated or part of hardware group. How you can actually do that is right click and do the reference qualifier and right click configure dictionary.
Yeah,
In this
here we are
reference,
having the choice list and
yeah, in this
go.
in this reference qualifier, if you click on advanced view, so making it as a instead of making it as a simple reference qualifier, you can say that it can be a dynamic or advanced reference qualifier, and dynamic reference qualifier value will be coming from you can either provide a dynamic filter option, or you can directly go to advanced and put up your reference qualifier which says so we'll have to build this qualifier. Wait, what table we were looking at is sys underscore user. dot list. So what do we want to find is we want to find the users which have the group. Let's say boom. Okay, open a new window in the group member table. Group members table. The group is this guy. So I will say remove everything, and in the group member table, the user is this. Okay. In the group member table, the group is that thing. So let's say hardware. I'm now building this particular filter. Show me all of the users which belongs to hardware group. How I can do it is show matching, build one filter. This filter is now built, which says group is equal to hardware, and copy this particular query, paste this query in my notepad for reference. It says group is this guy. So what I will do is, where is my that field which I was working? Yeah, U reference. In this U reference field, let me just remove everything. Task is not required, incident is not required. Yeah, this was the reference field, new reference field. And instead of looking from the group members, users, user table, which says, do we have something which called as group, or show the related fields on users? We don't have a direct relation, but we have a reference relation on the users field. Okay, let's not even go here on this user. So instead of fetching from users table, let me fetch from group, which is this particular group. Group member table, and in the advanced reference qualifier, I say that uh, current dot what was that field on incident table? Current dot category. Current dot category. Value is hardware. Then I will try to go with this guy. So whatever value is coming in this thing. So how you will actually build this particular reference qualifier, what I'm trying to do over here is I'm trying to make one filter which says whatever the value that is coming inside the category field, if it is coming as hardware, please show me all of the groups that are coming from hardware group. So then we can, change this filter, and we can just go and filter the users table, which will say, show me all of the users that are member of this particular hardware group. Then you can actually, filter this. Uh, this will require a lot of time because it is going to be a little complex. But you can actually see whenever someone selects, what you will do is whenever someone selects hardware from here, now this should actually show you all of the users that belong to hardware groups. So that's how we can actually apply this advanced reference qualifier. uh, I can make it for you tomorrow, and I will show you how this actually works. Right now, it will take a lot of work, and whole class will be, disturbed into this.
But we cannot like it is not possible, right? We cannot get the reference values in the choice list.
In the choice list, these kind of choice list, no, you'll have to
Yeah.
actually make.
Yeah.
You have to make these choices explicitly.
Okay. Got you.
Uh, I think I understood your question something different. I am actually filtering these users based on some
Okay.
different choice. So coming to a different thing, another thing is, what was it? Yeah, adding subcategories and all these things are done. Let me quickly